I stood in my parents' driveway and watched my sister drive away in my car. Not her car, mine, the one I saved 3 years to buy, the one with my name on the title, my signature on the loan, my money in every monthly payment. She waved at me through the window like she'd just won something. My mother put her hand on my shoulder. "Stop being selfish. It's her wedding gift. Let her be happy." I didn't give her anything, but no one believed me. How do you prove you never gave away something when everyone's already decided you did? I pulled out my phone, opened the app I hadn't checked in months. The tracker was live, and it had recorded every single mile. Where are you watching from and what time is it there? Drop it in the comments. And if you've ever been called the villain for protecting what's yours, hit that like button. You're going to want to see how this ends. Let me back up. I bought that car myself. No help, no cosigner. Just 3 years of overtime, side gigs, and no vacations. It was a 2010 Audi A5, midnight blue, leather interior, the kind of car I'd dreamed about since I was 16. When I finally signed the title, I was alone at the DMV on a Tuesday morning. I took a picture of the paperwork and sent it to exactly one person. My best friend. Not my family, because my family had a pattern. My sister got her college paid for. I graduated with loans. She got a down payment on her first apartment. I couch surfed for a year. I'm not bitter. I learned early to stand on my own. But I also learned to document everything. Every email, every text, every receipt. It saved me more than once. When I bought the car, my insurance agent suggested a GPS tracker. It would lower my premium and help recover the car if it was ever stolen. I installed a good one. Real-time location, trip logs, geofencing alerts. I paid extra for the live data plan. I set it and forgot it. 3 years later, it was still running, quiet, logging every trip to work, every grocery run, every road trip I took alone. 3 weeks before my sister's wedding, she called me. Her voice was honey. "Hey, I need a huge favor." I should have known right there. "I want to borrow your car for wedding photos. Just for a few hours. Maybe 3. It's so beautiful and I can't afford anything like it." She kept talking. "I want something elegant in the background. You know how important this day is to me." I hesitated. "Just a few hours? I promise. I'll have it back Sunday by 6. I know you need it for work Monday." I said yes. I don't know why. Maybe because it was her wedding. Maybe because I wanted to believe she'd changed. I texted her the details. "You can pick it up Saturday morning. Please have it back by 6 p.m. Sunday. I have work early Monday." She replied immediately. "Thank you so much. You're the best. I'll have her back by 6. Promise. Love you." I even sent her a second reminder the night before. "Car's in the driveway. Keys on the hook. Back by 6 tomorrow, okay?" "Yes, thank you again." Saturday came. The wedding was beautiful, from what I saw on social media. The car looked great in the photos. Sunday, 6 p.m. I waited outside my apartment. 6:30, 7, 8. I called. Straight to voicemail. I texted. No reply. Monday morning, I had no car and no answers. I took a rideshare to my parents' house. My mother opened the door. "Why are you harassing your sister on her honeymoon?" "What are you talking about?" "She was supposed to return my car yesterday." My mother's face hardened. "She told us you gave it to her. As a wedding gift." I stared at her. "I didn't give her anything. I let her borrow it. For photos." My father stepped into the hallway. "Don't do this. Don't ruin her honeymoon because you're jealous." "I'm not jealous. That's my car. My name is on the title. I need it back." My mother shook her head. "She said you gave it to her." "Why are you lying?" I felt the room tilt. No one believed me. I had no witnesses. No signed agreement. Just my word against hers. And they'd already chosen. I went home. I missed a day of work. Rideshare costs were piling up. I sat on my couch and stared at my phone. Everyone believed her. My own parents thought I was lying. I had nothing. Except I did. That night, I logged into the tracker portal for the first time in months. The screen loaded slowly. Then I saw it. A route map. timestamps, hundreds of miles, and my sister's lie fell apart. The tracker dashboard showed everything. Saturday, 9 p.m. The car left the wedding venue. It didn't come back to my place. It drove 140 miles, straight to my sister's new apartment. It stayed there overnight. Sunday morning, 7 a.m., it started moving again. Not toward me, toward the coast, a resort town 3 hours north. The car stopped for gas twice, stopped for lunch, stopped at a scenic overlook. The trip log showed 480 miles over 4 days. Wedding photos don't need a road trip. I took screenshots of everything. The route, the timestamps, the mileage. I texted them to my parents. One line. Wedding photos don't require a 500-mile honeymoon. My mother called 10 minutes later. You're tracking her? That's creepy. That's controlling. It's my car. I installed it 3 years ago for insurance. I'm not tracking her. I'm tracking my property. She hung up. But I wasn't done. I had the proof now. And I was just getting started. My sister came back from her honeymoon 4 days later. I called her immediately. I need my car back, today. She laughed. I'm keeping it. Mom and Dad agree with me. You gave it to me. I have texts that say borrow. I have your promise to return it. I have the title in my name. I don't care what you have. It's mine now. And if you keep harassing me, we'll file a restraining order. Her husband's voice came through in the background. Tell her we can claim the GPS thing is stalking. She hung up. An hour later, she posted on social media a photo of her and the car. Sunset. Smiling. The caption read, "So grateful to my sister for the most generous wedding gift. Dreams do come true." She tagged me. The comments poured in. You're so lucky to have such a generous sister. Wow, what a gift. Some people are so ungrateful. My friends started asking questions. My coworkers saw it. I looked insane if I argued. I looked bitter. But the car was worth $34,000. And my name was still on the loan. I had 72 hours before she'd try to retitle it. I needed something bigger. I went back to my records. I pulled every text message we'd exchanged in the 3 weeks before the wedding. 6 messages. Every single one used the word borrow. Can I borrow your car? I'll bring it back Sunday. Thanks for letting me borrow it. I screenshotted all of them. Then I checked the county records online. The title was still in my name. 100%. No co-owner. No lien release. No gift paperwork had been filed. I called my insurance company. Hi, I need to confirm who's listed on my auto policy. The agent checked. Just you. No additional drivers authorized. Then I found something I wasn't expecting. In the county recorder's portal, there was a pending application, a request for a duplicate title, filed by my sister, with a gift affidavit attached. My signature on the affidavit. Except I never signed it. The county had flagged it. Signature mismatch. She hadn't just lied. She'd tried to forge my name. Now I knew exactly what to do. I didn't understand why she was doing this. Until one of her bridesmaids reached out. A private message. Late at night. I thought you should know. She's in deeper than you think. The bridesmaid explained. The wedding cost $52,000. My sister and her fiancé had $30,000 saved. 3 months before the wedding, my sister sold her own car. A Honda Civic. She got $8,000 for it. She told everyone she upgraded. But really, she needed the cash for the venue deposit. She'd gone over budget. Way over. Her new husband's family is wealthy. Image conscious. Big houses. Luxury cars. Country club members. At the engagement party, his parents showed up in matching Range Rovers. My sister posted a photo with the caption, "Matching their energy." She promised them she had assets. That she wasn't just marrying into money. That she brought something to the table. She didn't, so she saw my car. And she saw an easy mark. She knew the family would back her. She knew I usually kept the peace. The bridesmaid sent me one more screenshot. A text my sister had sent her 2 weeks before the wedding. I'll just tell everyone she gave it to me. They'll believe me. It was always the plan. I called a lawyer the next morning. He offered a free 15-minute consultation. I explained everything. The texts, the tracker, the forged affidavit. He didn't even wait for me to finish. You have everything you need. File a police report for stolen vehicle. Send a formal demand letter. If she doesn't return it in 48 hours, we file a civil claim. But honestly, the police report will be enough. I thanked him and hung up. I spent the next 2 hours building a binder. Printed text messages in chronological order. Title copy. Insurance card. Tracker logs. The fraudulent affidavit from the county. The bridesmaid statement. I put everything in sheet protectors. I made a timeline on a yellow legal pad. Then I drafted a demand letter. Subject line, return of stolen vehicle. I included the make, model, and VIN. I sent it certified mail. I saved the tracking number. Then I filed a stolen vehicle report online. I attached the tracker data. I included my sister's address. 2 hours later, an officer called me. We have the GPS location. Do you want us to recover it? I took a breath. Yes. We'll coordinate with you. Don't tell anyone. I didn't. 2 days later, I met the police in my sister's apartment complex parking lot. 2 patrol cars. 3 officers. I brought my binder. My sister and her husband were inside. The officers knocked. She opened the door. She saw me. Her face went white. What is this? The lead officer kept his voice calm. Ma'am, we have a report that you're in possession of a stolen vehicle. We need to speak with you. It's not stolen. It was a gift. Do you have proof of that? A bill of sale? A signed title transfer? A notarized affidavit? She froze. My sister gave it to me. I'm the registered owner, I said. I have the title, the insurance card, and a police report. She borrowed it and refused to return it. The officer turned back to my sister. Do you have any documentation? She didn't answer. Her husband stepped forward. This is harassment. She's been tracking my wife with GPS. That's stalking. The officer didn't blink. The vehicle is registered to her sister. She has every legal right to track her own property. Do you have proof of ownership? Silence. The officer looked at me. Can I see your documents? I handed him the binder. He flipped through it. Title, insurance, text messages, police report number. He looked at my sister. Ma'am, I need the keys. This is insane. If you do not surrender the keys, I will arrest you for vehicle theft. You also have a flagged document at the county recorder for a fraudulent affidavit. That's forgery, a felony. Her husband tried again. You can't just... Sir, step back. My sister started crying. She went inside and came back with the keys. She threw them at me. I caught them. The officer handed me my binder. You're free to take your vehicle. I walked to the car. I unlocked it. I started the engine. My parents pulled into the lot. My mother jumped out. What are you doing? The officer intercepted her. Ma'am, this is a police matter. That's my daughter. She gave her sister that car. The officer held up the county document. Your other daughter attempted to forge a signature to retitle a vehicle that doesn't belong to her. She's fortunate we're not pressing charges. My father took the paper. He read it. His face went gray. My mother went silent. I put the car in reverse. I didn't say a word. I drove away, and I watched them in the rearview mirror. No one followed. The next week was quiet. My sister didn't call. My parents didn't either. I went back to work. I parked the car in my assigned spot every night. I added a steering wheel lock. Not because I needed it. Because it felt right. I didn't press charges for the forgery. The county dismissed her affidavit with a formal warning. If she tried again, it would be prosecuted. I didn't want her arrested. I just wanted my car and my dignity. 2 weeks later, my parents left a voicemail. We need to talk. We were wrong. Can we meet? We met at a coffee shop. My father spoke first. We enabled her. We've always enabled her. And we didn't believe you when we should have. My mother cried. I'm sorry. I thought you were being selfish. I didn't know she'd lied. I took a breath. I love you both, but I won't be the fallback anymore. If you ask me for something, I might say no. And that has to be okay. They nodded. We're still working on it. But the boundary is there now. My sister's marriage hit a rough patch. Her husband's family found out about the forgery. The wedding gift checks they'd promised quietly stopped coming. They moved to a smaller apartment. She got a part-time job. I heard it all through the family grapevine. 3 weeks after the car incident, she sent me a text. I'm sorry. I was desperate and I made a terrible choice. I understand if you don't forgive me, I replied. I accept your apology, but we need time. She didn't push. We haven't spoken since. Maybe one day we will, but it'll be on my terms. I still have the car. It's still in perfect condition. The tracker's still running. But these days, it's just for me. I didn't want to call the police on my sister. I didn't want a public scene. I didn't want my parents to see her humiliated. But I wanted my car more. And I wanted to stop being small. Here's what I learned. Boundaries aren't mean. Proof isn't paranoia. And sometimes the people who call you selfish are the ones who need you to stay small so they can keep taking. Love doesn't mean surrender. And family doesn't mean free access to everything you've worked for. So here's my question for you. Have you ever had to choose between keeping the peace and keeping what's yours? Have you ever been called selfish for setting a boundary? Drop your story in the comments. I read every single one. And if this story helped you see the difference between kindness and being used, hit that subscribe button. You're not alone. This has been a fictionalized dramatization and is not legal or financial advice. Thanks for watching.